In this video, I will show you how to make an impressive engineering portfolio which will make you way more employable and ultimately help you find the dream engineering job you're looking for. Hi, I'm Alex. I'm a recent electrical engineering graduate, and along the way I landed internships in AI, hardware and software engineering, and now I work full-time as a software engineer at Europe's largest bank. Let's get into the video. Building an engineering portfolio is unfortunately something that did not come up in my mind as a priority when I was at university. I was worried about exams, I was worried about passing. I only started to worry about it when I was desperately unemployed. And guess what? When that happens, you're a bit late. Please do not wait. Start now. Start working on your portfolio ASAP. You will thank me later, okay? It takes way less time than you think. Step 1 is to figure out what you want to showcase. Now, if you're a student at university or in a school, you've done a project. You have something to showcase. Everybody has something to showcase, okay? Create a folder on your computer and upload every single project that you're proud of onto that folder, okay? Back it up on a OneDrive. Make sure it's not lost. Anything that is relevant to the project, put it in there. Photos, documents, write-ups, PDFs, any sort of code. All of this stuff is very useful. Upload it. Once you have found something to showcase, you need to present it. Having the skill to make your work aesthetically pleasing and presentable is super important. Which leads me to the sponsor of today's video, Skillshare. On Skillshare, you can find a bunch of resources to help you make your engineering work look really good. I have personally built quite a few web apps over the years, but my design skills are really poor. I got to learn how to use the essentials of Figma, how to wireframe things, and the thing I was most happy to see is how to pick the right colors for your website. Now my web apps don't look too bad. Skillshare is the best place to learn a creative skill or pick up a new hobby. If you're looking to reconnect with your creativity and maybe avoid brain rot, Skillshare is where humans come to learn from other humans. If you're ready to start learning, the first 500 people to use my link in the description or scan the QR code will receive 1 month free trial of Skillshare. It's free, just click the link in the description or my pinned comment. That's everything. So yeah, step 2 is to make things pretty. You've identified all the things you want to showcase. You want to make it presentable, you want to make it nice. Your work is probably a mess. You probably have a bunch of spelling mistakes because you are 2 hours from not being able to submit the work and you are rushing. Your code is probably not documented. Your README is empty. You have random pictures which don't make sense, that are not annotated. All of this stuff, it's completely normal because we engineers, we operate under very intense pressure at university, but you need to clean it up. Give your code a refactor, read through your documents, read through the write-ups, make sure everything makes sense, and make things look like a serious candidate. And let me show you an example of something that I transformed myself, which makes me really want to show it now to you because it looks very pretty and looks very presentable. So here's a project I had to do as part of my internship. I actually had to do a write-up. And I had to do this write-up and it wasn't even graded. It was just to do, it was like a pass or fail thing. And I took the opportunity and I was like, I'm going to make this look really good. But I had to do it in Word because that was the requirement from university. And I did it in Word. In Word, Microsoft Word looked really ugly. So after I submitted it, I went and refactored the whole entire Word document into LaTeX. I actually learned how to use LaTeX properly. And this was really cool. And as you can see, this looks very serious. I added very nice diagrams of everything. I labeled everything. I added references. I made pretty equations of stuff. All of this, wow. All of this looks really good now, right? And I strongly recommend you do this with any write-up you have. Instead of making it in Word, try and put it into like something like LaTeX. And by the way, like even my CV that I give out for free, like I use it in LaTeX because you can really make documents look beautiful. You can make stuff look beautiful. And if you're looking for a nice free CV template that I used to get me interviews at Google, Samsung, and my job at HSBC, then link in the description, you can grab it for free. So you found really cool work that you want to showcase. You now made this work pretty. Now you need to like tell the world, hey guys, I have all this cool work. Please see it. Like you need to, make it accessible. So there's 3 ways to do it. There's A, on LinkedIn, B, on a website, or C, on GitHub. GitHub is primarily for code. I have a PDF of my dissertation on GitHub as well, but most of my dissertation is just code. It's just a bunch of machine learning, graph neural network stuff, right? But every single one of you should give your LinkedIn a complete refresh and attach the things you did at university, add them as projects, add them as something that some people can click on and look at and be like, rah, this is serious. I had an interview, I remember, for a grad role, and I was asked about a project I did at the start of my second year, a robotics project. And I just couldn't believe it because I never thought people read about it. I never thought people clicked on it. And he started asking me very detailed questions about, the ESP32 that we used and how did we like mask the ultrasound pulses. And, I didn't do that in years. And I just couldn't believe that he read it. So guys, people read the stuff you have on LinkedIn eventually, okay? People do stalk you, and it's a good thing, but make sure you're aware of what you wrote down, right? So yeah, go on LinkedIn, go on the projects section and add your projects there. Add links to the projects. Add as much stuff, add photos. The more the merrier. And another thing I wanted to show you is how you can pretty much, using AI, make everything just look so much better and so cool. And I will give you an example of something that I did. I found a really old PDF document. It's not that old. And I did a module in cybersecurity for embedded systems. Let me show you. If you go to Google AI Studio, you could do such cracked things. Like here, I uploaded to Google Studio a PDF of my coursework. It was literally a one-page PDF. I will show you how it looks like. On my LinkedIn, I had this piece of work. It's quite ugly, as you can see. It's just text and a bunch of graphs. I'm not a fan of it. So I was like, let me upgrade it. Let's see what we can do with AI now. Because I didn't have AI in my final year of uni. It was there, but it was like ChatGPT 3 and it was really bad. I went to Google Studio and I said, hey, create a web page to display my university course on the cybersecurity of embedded systems. Use the PDF document as the source of truth. Look what it created. Incredible. It created like a beautiful web page with the data. I haven't checked this, but this looks really good. It's interactive. It's so look at those animations. I can't make that myself. Beautiful. Wow. UAV Neuralink. So part of that coursework was to run like a bit of a simulation of sending information back and forth between like the base station and the drone. And the drone would have a STM32 in it. And you can see how like when code is executed, you have these hash verifies and these signature verifications. And you can just click the button. Oh, that's so good. That's so good. It's a little animation, but it gives your work so much more. And you can obviously customize this yourself and you can make it look cool. And guys, please use AI to make your stuff look pretty. And yeah, you can host this. Like you can, if you're happy with it, I can literally just click publish and boom. The world is ready to see it. And now you can attach it on your LinkedIn, on your CV, on your website, right? This is very, very important info. And in the age of AI, it is so easy to make a web page in the same exact way. If you have your resources, if you have all the documents, you can literally do anything you want. I will show you like, this is my web page that I built a very long time ago. It's not really that good, but this was like one of my first like attempts of it, and like, well, look what it created. Like a very nice web page. I have some of the projects I made. You have links to it on GitHub, right? Like you got this Kotlin Compose calculator. It clicks, and someone is, if someone's stalking you, he will go on here and it's like, oh, Aleks made a Kotlin Compose calculator, and look at that. I made a screen recording of the calculator, and it looks very much like the original one because that's what I wanted to do. But yeah, this is the idea, guys. This is the idea. Just get proactive, and a lot of good things will happen. Now, as a bonus, if you're a really proactive student, you can make a video. Guys, yes, making videos is way more effortful because AI can't make the video for you. But wow, you will stand out. Why do MIT Maker portfolio videos bang so hard? Why do they always go viral? Because they're impressive, because you can tell it's like someone's doing it out of their heart. It looks really cool. So if you have a project you really want to showcase, like if you've got a favorite one, make a video on it, make a demo, because wow, people will be super, super excited. And that's also what I did when I went to my hackathon. I made a video demo showcasing like a project, and I think it's incredible, and I think everyone should make demos of the cool things they made, because humans love videos. And remember, imperfect but finished is much better than perfect but not done. If you enjoyed this video and you would like to learn more about some of the AI tools that you could use to create a portfolio website or create anything you could really imagine, click this link here, take you and you would see all the other tools available to your disposal. Thank you for watching. I'm Alex. Bye bye.